Peyton, and welcome to our July 16th video. Today, I'm gonna make my video about the alphabet. Before we start talking, I'd like to thank Cloud Pastry, our new subscriber. For some reason, our YouTube account says we have 11 subscribers, but then when I click on the page, it only shows 9. So if I'm not saying you, I'm sorry, it just doesn't show up. I like the idea of internet names because they kind of each have their own little backstory and inside joke, even though to everyone else they just seem like random words. So, about the alphabet. Now, the way reading should be, like when you're learning how to read, should be, okay, this starts with an S, and S makes the S sound, so this word starts with the S sound. That's how it should be. You shouldn't have to guess what a letter means. A letter is supposed to stand for a sound, or else how would you know what something says? The problem with this in the English language is that that's not how it works. Let's say you have the word seed. It starts with the letter C, but it makes the S sound. And then you also have words like the word cat. The word cat starts with a C, but it says K. If you're learning how to read our language, how will you know whether or not C makes the K sound or the S sound? It's impossible. So here are my ideas to make our language more phonetic and, right. So first, if we take out the letter C, we don't need the letter C at all. There is no word in which C doesn't make a K sound or an S sound. So there's no reason to have it in our language. Also the Y. We don't need the Y at all. At the end of a word, it makes a sound of 2 E's. And at the beginning of the word, it makes Y sound. So what we need is a letter to replace Y that's called Y, that only says Y. It's like a consonant, so it's taking out its vowel form and only making it into a consonant. And now, with the addition of our new letter Y, we can take out the letter Q because it only says the sound of a K next to a Y. Q. And even using a Q, there's not really any Q starting words that couldn't start with a K. Quail. It's just KW. Qua. On another note, why is it called a W? It should be called a W. Because then we'd know what it say. It doesn't say W at the beginning of a word. That doesn't make sense. 2 other letters that don't make sense. G and J. They're interchangeable. You shouldn't have 2 letters that can be each other. That doesn't make any sense. The word Jean, J-E-A-N, sounds exactly like the word Gene, G-E-N-E. How does that make sense? Why would we have a letter that makes 2 sounds when there's another letter that takes its second sound? Another letter that doesn't make sense in its naming is the letter H. Why is it called H? It should be called H. And that leaves room for a new letter called Ch. This new letter takes the place of C, H, because we already took out the letter C and H is called H. And last, I've picked my book that I'm going to read. You've talked a lot about Perks of Being a Wallflower, and I haven't read it yet. I just haven't gotten to it yet. So I think I'm gonna start picking it up. I'm gonna read it. Thanks for the recommendation. That's all I have to talk about in this video. Thanks for watching. Mushrooms. And don't think I've forgotten about your late video. I'm gonna spare you this time.